I absolutely love Moonglow's beautiful jewelry. Visit their website at moonglow.com. Hello, fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of January 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here and Happy New Year. When I looked at the sky for you, I was reminded of a personal story. If you will indulge me, if you will allow me to share. I don't think this is going to be big news to anybody out there who is a hardcore friend and fan. And some of you are out there. I thank you so much. I send you big astro hugs and interact with me on social media and such. But I talk a lot about how grateful I feel constantly. I feel so grateful, so blessed to do the work that I do, and I really love it. All the work that I do is out of joy, out of fun. And what I find really interesting is that the work I do is completely not what I had planned, not by far. The life that I had is not the life that I had planned, but it is so much better than anything I could have planned for myself. For some reason, you know, when I started full-time in astrology in 2006, my intention was to be a writer and to have clients. And somewhere along the way, this turned into a production and publication company, and I'm just one part of it. And I just feel so grateful. And I found that it's really fun to edit videos. It's really amazing to be able to reach so many people in the digital sphere and on YouTube. And I thank you so much for that, for being really such a huge part of me realizing a higher dream than anything I could have dreamt for myself. Well, recently there were a little bit of editing mishaps on my part, things that I was overlooking. And I have an amazing assistant that I love who reviews my stuff and helps me out tremendously. And he looked over some of my things and he said, you know, Nadiya, there was this error, and over here, this is usually better here and there, and then you had these problems and stuff. And he said, you know, I know in the weekly horoscope, when you talk about your sign, you've been talking a lot about fun, but you know, your work is fun too. And he made a little smiley face. And that was just the little wake-up call that I needed to sort of like take me aback a little bit and say, wait a minute, yeah, like this is fun. This is my idea of fun. This is what I used to wake up, and before I would even be out of my pajamas, I'd be working on, and you know, I'd be falling asleep at my computer at night and have to go to bed because this was just fun. And this is something I did for free for years and years and years before I went full time, and something that I did for free years and years and years as well, because it was just a joy to share. It was a joy to reach out to all of you and interact with all of you. And I was just reminded of how our definition of fun can determine so much of what we actually experience and actually manifest. And I also got a chance to reflect on how a lot of the things that I thought I wanted, a lot of the things that I had planned were not rooted in fun at all, but were rooted in completely different motivations. But it was when I trusted my fun that I was led to a life that was much more fabulous and really much more amazing than anything I could have imagined before. And so now I come to you, and I think that all of these things that I've described are exactly the celestial climate that support this learning for you as well. And it really comes down to fun and what type of fun supports your larger aims and your wishes and your goals for life, and what type of fun actually moves you away from those higher stated intentions, where it is that maybe you need to pay more attention as part of cultivating greater joy and greater purpose and greater, really, good times, if you will, and where it is maybe that you need to pay less attention so that you can actually move towards a life of greater meaning and a life that matters to you more. All of these distinctions are coming up for you this month in some very important ways, in several important ways, as a matter of fact. And I do think that it might not be until we get you to the very end of the month that you start to shed light on some of those things that have been sort of holding you back, and some of those deeper motivations that have been sort of guiding some of what you've been doing that's been getting in the way of a healthy merger between what is fun and what is joyous and what takes you towards purpose, what allows you to manifest what it is that you really want more of, and what it is that is actually taking you away from all of that. And I do also think, as I look at this, in the beginning of the month, it looks very much like it's friends. It's friends, there's lots of social stuff happening, and that is really when you're asking yourself, who is a distraction and who's actually moving me towards something more meaningful? And it looks like there's at least one interaction with someone who is a friend that really highlights some of these issues for you. And for some of you, this is going to be a more comfortable process than it is for others. I think that there is a percentage of you, a small percentage of you, who are going to find that this moment and this awareness sort of comes up through a moment that might be a little bit uncomfortable with a friend, but ultimately it is about getting you to be honest with yourself so that you can make a change. This is the energy of change, the energy of transformation, the energy of understanding what stays and what goes, the energy of understanding who it is that you are going to rebirth yourself into next, and how it is that people either support that or move you away from that. And there is an element of socialness to this as well. And so the likelihood of some of these experiences coming up within a social context is very strong. I do also think, as I said, it's just a small percentage of you that it's uncomfortable, but for a larger percentage of you, I think it's going to be something that you're very grateful for. It's going to be a moment of a lot of emotion, a sense of wisdom, a sense of purpose, a sense of understanding, a sense that somebody else is seeing you more deeply, and that this is something that actually benefits you and your life and the picture of your life as well. But it's towards the middle of the month, and once we get you to the middle of the month, that you're really understanding what you need to cultivate more of to experience greater joy, and what you thought was joy but actually isn't joy, is actually just a distraction or frivolity, which has its place. But there is a way, as I said, to merge that with a sense of meaning and your unique path, whatever that is. My unique path has led me to where I am today, and I don't know where that will be tomorrow, but I'm open because the universe has clearly shown me that there is a plan for my life that's much greater than anything I can imagine. Again and again, I'm shown this. And I believe that this is true for you as well. And I believe that you will be shown this to be true for you as well this month. Be open to the learning that comes up, and be open to the inspiration, and trust what is fun for you, especially when that is fun that is moving you towards something that matters, something that is meaningful, instead of just distracting you from the distance that might be there, or the distance you may judge to be there between what's meaningful and where you are now. It is an awareness that is coming up for you, and if you allow it to, this can really transform your path ahead. This is a path that can lead you towards a life where you are accomplishing a lot more with greater ease and greater purpose, and a natural ability to bring forward what it is that you are good at but didn't realize you were good at because you were just enjoying yourself so much. Trust what is fun, and you will be led towards a path of greater fulfillment and happiness and achievement as well. Visit our fabulous sponsor at moonglow.com. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.